Fellow traders, this is TheRumpledOne coming to you on Tuesday, March the 3rd. The year's 2026. Let's talk trading. Trading problems. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. And to minimize the damage that a trading problem can inflict upon you, make sure you have your risk management in place so that way you don't lose more than you are willing to lose. So this morning I was trading with the gang. We had Wall Mall, Airball, and Stan the Man. Um, we're all in conference call together, and they were dropped off. It was just me and Stan, and I put a couple of trades on, and I noticed that my TP and stop loss were exactly the same. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? So it didn't hurt anything, but it was just kind of throwing me off when I'm looking, at my displays to see that. Um, so what I did was I took a screenshot. I sent it off to the broker, but then I started to do some more digging. And so I switched profiles because I'm thinking I might have some EA that I don't realize is running automatically. And so fortunately, I backed up my profile. So it's just like these profiles I use to make videos. I've got like the main profile and a backup. And so that way, and I do that with a lot of things. If I have any problems, I even do that on Excel files, where when I save it, then I save it with the same name, underscore backup. That way, if something happens to one, I still have the other one. Of course, sometimes I email them, but I'm getting off topic. So I didn't know if it was a broker problem. So it looks like it might have been a profile problem. I have some errant EA or some EA with a setting turned on that I didn't realize. So I got that all figured out. But in the process, I was buying the pound and I was breaking some of my rules when I was doing it because I was trading against the M1 and M30 candle color, but it dropped on me, so I got in down here and I put a TP at 69. My average price was at 65. And it was funny because it came up to right here, and the it didn't quite hit my actually it hit the average price and dropped. It hit it again and dropped. And then finally it punched up on this candle, and I was targeting 70, and that's why I had a TP at 69, and it hit 70 and then dropped. And of course, you can see it's continuing. And in fact, this M30 candle has just covered this M30 candle right through to 75. But the thing of it is that when you have these problems, you probably shouldn't be entering trades when you're trying to fix things, because I got myself into trouble and had to trade my way out. And you can see here this M30 covered. And that was a nice move there. Actually, this is a clean chart other than just having the sweet spot lines every 5. So, nothing, not even indicator 2 on this chart. But here we've got, indicator 2 from M1 and M5. And indicator 2 is just the EMA 5, but the actual one, it's dots and it colors if price is above or below. And so what I've been doing lately, and I think I might have mentioned it, is if you get a flip-flop here on indicator 2, and in fact there's an indicator, I think it's TRO multimeter IND2FF for flip-flop. And so when that changes, you just when you let this candle close and then you go long right at the open, you don't wait for anything, because if this sucker moves fast, you don't want to wind up getting in late. And you can usually pop it for a couple of pips. And I mainly use it on M5, on M15, M30, because you can see here, right here, and what happened was I got in and um, see, I think I got in, took a short off of this one. I can't remember. It might have been off of, it was one of these. It might have been this one. But I wish I would have held those shorts all the way down to the 55. And just like I wish I would have held my long instead of popping out at 69, but that's hindsight. But you can see here, even though this candle opened at 86, it's at 93, that would have been a nice trade. And this method of entry is just used to get a couple of pips or more, because I think I showed you that new indicator I wrote, the IND2 crossover, or actually last cross is what it is. But you can have these kind of trading problems, and the best thing to do is clear out your trades, or if you can, put in a stop loss and TP. And in my case, I couldn't, because that's what was getting screwed up. There was something that just kept overwriting the TP and the stop loss with the entry price, and I don't know which indicator or EA was doing it. And you guys probably know I don't really like EAs for like to do a method, but sometimes to use them for exits or to manage the trades, they're okay. I don't use it for entry. I use it just to set TPs and stop losses, because when you have a bunch of trades on, you don't want to have to manually, try and change the TP on, 3 or more entries. And there's this return bar that needs to get filled. And then this is going to be a return bar that needs to get filled. You have this nice move. It looks like it wants to go back to the double low. So the trading problems that I'm referring to in this video are the, we can call them maybe the platform or program system type problems. And really, if you're having one, you want to either exit the trade as soon as you can, or have a TP stop loss if it's there. But you want to find out what the problem is and rectify it before you continue on. Boy, but right now, I'm almost kicking myself for getting out of that trade. And one of the reasons, let's see, I don't know if I have that chart on this. No, I don't think I do. But since we're going through the charts, let's just take money management. Because see, that's when you have problems. You want to definitely manage your money, because you don't want to lose more than you're willing to lose, and you really don't want to lose at all. So don't let those system program problems cause you to lose. Okay, we hit the double low. You still see we've got this huge open gap here. Gap is not filled yet. We run through the charts. So we broke through the opening range for the week to the downside today. We put in a new yearly low. And we are now 50 pips off of that low. You can see everything year, month, week, day, same. And not too much inside bar action on the daily. Lots of pips. The pound Australian dollar has moved 304 pips. Pound dollar 172. Wow, a lot of movement on the Australian pairs. You can see here to the downside off of the open price. You can see we crossed through that short zone here across the daily, weekly open. You can see they're right next to each other. Rats were feasting now. It's too funny because 69.4, that was my average entry price, but I didn't have the rat up. Had I had the rat up, maybe I would have said, hey, you know what? No, actually, 65.4 was my average entry price. But if I would have seen that, I might have said, you know what? Maybe I should take a chance and see if we can come roaring out of the rat zone like we did before. As far as pivot trading plan goes, near the pivot was a long. Well, we got almost down to S2 here, so that bias was definitely long. We crashed through the pivot with no long. Bambino Flex said to go long, so this would have been heading in the wrong direction. We did take out the daily pivot. We haven't taken out the weekly or the monthly, but we have a missed pivot from yesterday. It was mostly wick zone. Yesterday's candle was practically a doji. So in and out of that upper and then in and out of the lower wick zone. And price likes to close outside of the wick zone. Okay, we are definitely in the ATR range. Would have been nice to short here at the 5. It covered that return bar. And you know, it's kind of funny is that having different rules, you can find a trade. If you're looking for a long, you can find it. If you're looking for a short, you can find it. And I noticed one thing is that I have a tendency to go to the 1 minute chart, find a reason to trade, but if I'm looking on the 5 minute chart, I would never ever take that trade. So, fellow traders, I sure hope you don't find yourself having any trading problems because it's not fun. It can be, it can cause you some internal stress. And always remember, never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.